Hello and welcome to Parently, where we tap into the unique experiences and perspectives of parents to celebrate the joys and honor the challenges of child rearing. With new interviews each week, this is a podcast for moms and dads seeking an empowering community and a little levity. Now here's your host, Kelsey Higgins.
Hello and welcome to Parently. You may remember today's guest from season 1 of Parently, almost 6 years ago now.
Yep.
Chelsea Dawn Anderson, once upon a time.
Yeah.
Welcome to Parently. Welcome back to Parently, Chel.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What do you think of the new digs here?
I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed with you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really sweet.
We went from a humble Minnetonka condo bedroom situation that was just audio only, figuring it out, and now we're here in this like legitimate studio. I don't know if you at home can really understand this, but like this is legit. Like,
it's not bad. It's not bad.
It's really
for amateur hour. And I think
impressed.
you're forgetting, you were one of my very first podcast episodes. Andy had bought me a mixer.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I could not figure out how to use it.
Yeah.
And we ended up using, like, literally holding a microphone, sharing one microphone between us.
Yeah, we did.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I was so new at it. And you have a lot of musical background. And you kept being like, Kelsey, stop moving it.
Oh.
Because I didn't know. And I was such an amateur. And you know what? You have helped me along the way in this podcast journey.
I don't know about that, but I think you've done your research. It shows. Yeah.
Aren't you a gem?
Yeah, you do great.
Well, here you are.
Here I am.
6 years later. Okay, so let's go back.
Yeah.
At the time that we first talked
Mm-hmm.
on Parently, Junie was, 2 years old?
Yeah.
Would have been 2.
Yeah.
And we talked about her complex medical journey.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to that episode. It's a wonderful episode. You won't be able to see us.
No.
We didn't do YouTube at the time. And okay, speaking of YouTube, for the people on YouTube who are watching, they've probably recognized these outfits from another episode. So let's just take a minute.
I hope they do.
Go ahead. Tell the listeners who aren't on YouTube what we're wearing.
Well, we are wearing the most comfortable velour tracksuit. Is this a tracksuit? It is just. I want to wear this all the time.
Once again, like velour is not sponsoring Parently, but like
But
they
it could.
probably should. Just
any velour companies out there. I mean, I actually thought that you were going to break for an ad 30 seconds ago. So it would have been a good time to be like, and by the way, what are you wearing? Oh, I got this at blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
I mean, perfect.
Anyway, you've probably recognized these if you ever watched, if you listened to the Velour Zaddy episode with my husband. We've decided that there are...
Wait, am I wearing his or are you?
No, you're wearing mine. I'm wearing my
Okay.
husband's.
Okay.
There are so many uses for velour suits, it turns out. And you can use them for the same reason over and over, it turns out. So here we are, another podcast episode, a different guest, same velour suits. So
I hope that the next guest also has to wear, even if you don't know them at all.
just like a total random
Here,
stranger.
this is for you. You need to put this on.
Hey, can you please go over to hair and makeup and
Yes.
and wardrobe is what they call it, right? Wardrobe.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll be like, please go over to wardrobe. It's just like my husband standing in the corner with a velour suit.
He's just holding up the suit.
That would be great.
I hope you do it.
Well, okay. I don't know if I'd have any
legit
guests
studio,
ever
legit
again.
wardrobe.
Oh. Okay,
Anyway.
Belle.
Yeah.
I digress. 6 years ago, you were here. Junie was 2. Listen to that episode. It's a great episode all about her firstborn's medical obstacles, especially after birth. Catch us up. What's been going on since that episode?
Yeah. Had another baby in 2022. I'm still a teacher in 2026 somehow after it all. Yeah, we have 2 kids, 2 beautiful girls, and
You're still married.
I'm still married. Yep.
That's
Still married.
hey, that's an accomplishment.
Yep.
This day and age.
It's true. Yeah. Yep.
Still a teacher.
Still a teacher.
Teaching get easier or more difficult?
Oh God, so much more difficult. I mean, it goes in waves, but like when we first, or I guess when we last met for the podcast, it was like right before COVID. So then COVID happened, and obviously that was not easy on anybody.
It was a cluster.
Yeah. Especially in education, it's very difficult. And then I guess just waves. In public education, special education, middle school, you can imagine. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So because you're a teacher, do you think that you are more critical or more understanding of your daughter's teachers?
Understanding.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it actually is both.
Okay.
There's a moment at her IEP meeting last year. So she gets special education services under the label of like OHD, which is other health disabilities for her heart condition.
Okay.
So she gets a little bit of social skills, a little bit of math support. She also gets occupational therapy, adaptive ed. Anyway, kind of like she qualifies, so she gets these services. Anyway, she's had a real one for a case manager. Like she has her this year, and then she had her 2 years ago, and we just like get each other. Last year, she had a new guy, and he just didn't quite.
What can we call him?
Oh man.
I mean, just like a code name for the episode. What can we call him?
Maybe. Oh gosh, I don't even know. What? I don't want to give him like I don't want to be mean, but he just didn't quite. I don't know.
Should we just call him Waldo?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Waldo.
That seems ambiguous enough. Yeah, that's good. I'm not like here to slam anybody.
Of course not.
No. But he just didn't really completely understand his job, I don't think.
Okay.
And so when it came time for IEP meeting, I just had like some general questions that I would be expected to answer at an IEP meeting for one of my students, and he just couldn't really give me any no substance of an answer. So I asked him like, so what are you guys working on in social skills? He's like, well, we have friendship group every week. And I was like, what do you do during friendship group? He said, well, we work on becoming better friends. Oh. And it was just kind of like a Waldo, like, yeah. Right? Meanwhile, I just like feel her former case manager, who's like on her team still, but like not her actual assigned case manager. She's just like shooting daggers into this guy at this point. And I'm just like, I sense the tension, and I'm like, I'm not going to push it. But I feel like this guy might not be here next year at this meeting. And he wasn't. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you got some quality people behind your back.
Amazing people. Yeah.
But Waldo
didn't make
probably lost.
He probably is lost.
Someone had to find him.
I don't know what he's up to now.
Well,
but
I mean, that makes sense. You have expectations.
Yeah.
Because of your experience.
Yeah.
But also, like, how hard of a job it is.
And I try not to be that overbearing. I don't want to be like come across as like I know it all, because I definitely don't. And I want to be like open to suggestions and everything. I also know when things are not going the way they should. And luckily for us, that hasn't happened very many times. She's got a really solid team of people who care so much about her.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're lucky.
Now, Junie has had some operations since the last time we chatted.
Yeah.
I guess on the pod. We've talked in the last 6 years, you and I, but not on the pod.
Yeah.
So what has been going on health-wise since the last time you were on Parently?
Yeah, with Junie.
Juniper.
Yeah, she, gosh, what has she had? She had an eye surgery to kind of correct, she had like a little bit of lazy eye. So that was corrected. She also had a vocal cord surgery to try to repair her paralyzed vocal cord, which happened during her second heart surgery. It's something that it's kind of like just a risk that could have happened, and we weren't expecting it to, but it did. And then she had this surgery to kind of try to repair it. And then during that surgery, they nicked a thoracic duct. So she had a prolonged hospital stay, and then things were a little more complicated after that. So, yeah, she had that actually the week that I went back to work after having Gemma.
Terrible timing.
Like, literally. It was horrible.
I don't know if this is insensitive for me to say. Mm-hmm. I really enjoyed her voice with a paralyzed vocal cord.
She still got it.
It's so sweet. Yeah. It's like just like this raspy little sassy chica.
Yeah.
It's very.
Oh, now, yeah. Then it was different. Then it was more like very raspy, very like breathy. Like, yeah. Now it's just it's like a normal kid's now, but it's just like quarter of the volume of you or I, or like Augie, or Char.
Another insensitive comment. That's kind of awesome from like a parenting standpoint. Like, she's not ever like too loud. Like, I physically have to cover my ears sometimes because my kids are like too loud, and it's giving me anxiety. I'm sure you'd love to have your daughter healthy, but I mean, if you gotta be glass half full. I mean, and you got it. You do. Yeah, I know what kids screaming at full strength sounds like. I'm grateful that she can't. I mean, in a way, like, there's redact. Moving back, priority-wise, I do actually wish that because one of the things that she does with her vocal cord, she thinks in her mind it's compensated. So she sometimes, actually, I'd say like 70% of the time, she like talks in like that. Like, she like says things like in an in voice because she thinks it's louder than talking out. But really it's not. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we're really working. We have to like teach her to try to do things out. She's working with a voice specialist to do that. They work on different exercises and to just try to get used to like doing things more like with a exhale than an inhale.
Wow, that's wild. A lot of complexities.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you had Gemma. Tell me about Gemma.
What do you want to know?
Let's start with the pregnancy. How was your pregnancy?
Normal. Yeah. Yep.
It was good.
Yeah.
Delivery.
Normal.
Delivery.
Normal delivery. Yep.
How much time did you have off with her?
She was born in May. I went back late September.
Okay.
Yeah, so a good chunk of time.
Did you time that? You know how like teachers like time stuff?
No.
Oh wait, that would be the opposite of timing, wouldn't it be?
I mean, I think if you were a teacher that was really focused on not using any sick time, which, I mean, this is America, crazy, then you would try to have a baby like right in June, right? Like, then you could just like have your 12 weeks or whatever and go back at the beginning of school. But no, I didn't time it. No, but I took the time, and I was glad that I did. I would never, have done it differently. No.
How did Junie react to becoming a sister?
Obsessed.
Yeah?
So excited.
There wasn't any...
No.
Animosity?
No. I mean, like, the second, third day, she's like, she's still here?
Wait,
she's cool, but like, she's still here. You guys like are still really focused on what she's doing. Yeah, she's gonna stick around. So it's like, I mean, there's that hurdle, like,
yeah.
Your second child, getting used to it. But no, they're like besties. They love each other so much. It's very sweet.
Don't you feel like that's like the best part of having more than one kid.
Yes. Yeah.
Augie and Charlie just like got to that stage within this last year where they will like actually play together. Yeah. And like if Andy and I ignore them, not in a bad way, but like if we're like out of the room or whatever, they will actually like play together like nicely and interacting, and it's just like it's so cool.
Yeah. And
it makes me so happy.
Yeah.
It's like it's very, I don't know how to explain it. Or like you just saw upstairs.
I was gonna say if that was Augie offered to rock Charlie to sleep, which means read some books, do some prayers, like put her to bed, and it was so cute.
Is that not the cutest thing in the world?
So sweet.
Oh, sometimes they just melt your hearts, and then other times they're disasters. But
I love that though, because I didn't have that. I was an only child until my parents got married when I was like 11. So
that's really interesting.
Yeah. So I mean, seeing the sibling bonding from such a young age I didn't have that. So I'm like, yes, like I'm excited.
Did you always think that you wanted more than one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting because I know other not single children, what are they called? Only children.
Yeah.
That in their adult life wanted to only have one child because they felt like they had such a privileged upbringing.
I mean, I did. I wouldn't say privileged. Definitely not. I wouldn't say privileged. I guess
privileged
in the sense of like getting all the attention.
Yes. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that either. No, but I mean, my situation's a little different because my mom met my stepdad when I was 11. They got married when I was almost 12, and so I had from obviously like birth until 12 on my own. With my parents got divorced when I was 7, so from 7 to 12 just with my mom, but just a little bit of a different scenario. But then when I got step siblings, I was so excited. I was like, finally, my siblings. And they were like, we don't like you. We don't want you. We don't need you. I was like, wait, what? So it was, so like anyone who comes from a blended family might be able to relate. Like there's so many feelings and thoughts, and it's so complicated.
Yes.
And it is. Well, you know too. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's tough, but yeah, definitely not like I have the perspective of like being an only child for a bit, and then also having siblings that I still love and adore.
When you look back on your childhood and think of like your happiest memories, what stage was that in? Was it when your mom and dad were together? Was it when it was just you and your mom, or was it you and your mom and your stepdad?
It's such a mix.
Is it?
Yeah, it's such a mix. Yeah, there's some from like a really early age, and I should probably also mention my mom recently passed away in July, so I'm kind of filtering through old photographs and kind of like deciphering memories that I didn't get a chance to connect with my mom over. So some of these pictures are so new to me. So I feel like I might have had a different answer for you like a year ago.
Sure.
But now I'm like, I'm seeing all of these like photos from when I was really, really young. And some things I remember, some things I don't. But I have vivid memories, like seeing these pictures again. Sometimes I'm like, that was a really good one,
That's cool.
Yeah. So there's that. And then of course there's, as an adolescent, finally getting my siblings that I was so excited to have. Lots of memories that I would say are like peak for me. And they'd probably be like, I hated that. Like a tree farm experience, for example. Like we have a picture of all of us at the tree farm, and my brother and I like talked about it because we were trying to find photos for my mom's funeral, and I was like, God, this day was so fun. And he's like, this day was horrible. Like our younger sister, he's like, Paige had a meltdown. I didn't want to be there. Like, what are you talking about? He's like, you can see it in our eyes. We're so upset. And I'm like, But then I look at me and I'm like, I'm so happy.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
just like beaming, so excited. But I'm like, yeah, I guess you're right. All right.
It's all about perspective.
True.
Perspective is reality.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about your mom.
Yeah.
So I think I want to ask specifically about if your mom's passing has had any impact on how you view motherhood in terms of like your own children, or like what kind of memories you want to leave, or like anything along those lines.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. There's no doubt. It's
Yeah.
left a complete, it's changed the way that it's changed me as a person. It's changed me as a mother. It's changed me in my role in like every facet of like who I consider myself to be, or who I used to consider myself to be. It's changed me. In some ways, I don't even know how yet. Maybe you can relate to that too, but it's just, yeah, it's changed me a lot. In terms of parenthood, motherhood, I just feel like, it's all about time. Time is so precious. And there are so many moments where I'm like trying to multitask, right? That's what we do. And, 21st century as a, working mom, sometimes you're just trying to catch up on work, or having like a moment of like peace, and you're like looking at something on your phone or whatever it is. But I'm just like, I'm done with that. I don't know. We don't know how much time we have here. We're so lucky to be here. We're so lucky.
Mm-hmm.
We're so lucky that our kids are here. I have that perspective too. And I'm just like, I don't care. I don't care whatever I'm like wanting to do. Like, it can wait. It can wait.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is the biggest impact it's had on me, because I just think about, my mom was here, a little over 6 months ago, and now she's gone, and she's not going to be here again. And so I want to be there for my kids, that the way my mom was there for me, and I want them to have positive memories of me, even through like all of this like crazy stuff happening in our world. I want them to know that I was like, remember me as a present parent.
Yeah, that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you had some time with your mom before, when you knew she was sick, before she passed. Is there anything that like you regret not telling her? Or is there anything that you told her that you felt really good? Are there anything that you felt like you wish you would have talked to her about, but you just didn't want to? Is there anything you're carrying?
I mean, a little bit. I feel like it's so hard. It's in my mom's particular situation, it was kind of me and my stepdad taking care of her, and kind of, we were all a team, and like our decision making, it all kind of came from my mom, and then we kind of talked about like what was most realistic and how can we support this to be a reality. I think what it boils down to is just, I wish that I would have taken advantage of the time that I had with her, and made it more qualitative rather than I don't know how to put this, like, because some of these times were like, there were chemo appointments, there were doctor's appointments, there were like transportation to and from something hard, something emotionally taxing, that was it's hard to like enjoy the moment in those situations, but I wish I would have been able to find like the fortitude in me to be just, I don't know, more like I just said, more present
Mm-hmm.
with my kids, like more present with my mom in those moments.
You had most of the time that you were together, you had purposes like medical purposes or
Yes,
like specific
caretaking,
tasks to do.
yeah.
It was goals, and you wish there would have been more time to just be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay, I want to transition a little bit
Sure.
to Call Ball.
Yeah.
We know him, we love him.
We do.
Chelsea's husband, Colin.
He's the best. Yeah.
How has your guys' relationship changed, and for the better, for the worse, over the last 6 years?
Oh my gosh.
Are we on a roller coaster here? Should
I
we
mean,
strap in? Who's not?
it's not, I mean, it's not like quite like that. I think it's just, we've ebbed and flowed. I think there's been, unfortunately for us, we've had so much, honestly, like trauma with Junie's stuff. And that was our first child. And so it's become like so normalized for us, but also like unraveling like how messed up that is. Like, learning how much we were kind of robbed of, like when we had Gemma, we're like, gosh, really, like you can just like take your kid home and whatever, and it's going to be okay. From that to, having Gemma, and then, having adjusting to 2, and then my mom got sick. It just like, I feel like sometimes, and I think Colin would agree with this, sometimes it feels like we're just about to like catch up and feel like we got this, and then we're just like something insane, crazy happens, and it just throws everything off course again, and we have to find our way back. But lucky for us, we have a super solid relationship, and we can do that. I'm not gonna say it's easy, but we have been able to do it. So,
Can you imagine having another partner during this, or is he just like the rock?
he's the rock. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's my best friend. I love him.
Is
Yeah.
that true? Like, is he
Yes.
actually your best friend?
Yeah, he is.
That's really sweet. I don't know if my
1000%.
husband's my best friend. Maybe he is.
I've heard that from,
I
had
don't
this
know, but if
conversation with
he's not
other-
my best friend, I guess I don't know who else is.
I feel like
I don't know.
he might, I mean, I don't get best friend is like, okay, you can have more than one best friend.
Okay,
Obviously.
yeah.
So like, I don't want you to put too much weight on like, he's the best friend that you have. But I would say he's like Andy's one of your greatest friends.
Yes, he knows me probably better than.
And you enjoy spending
a lot
time
of
with
people.
him. You look forward to it.
I mean, yes.
How would you
know.
describe a best friend?
That's a really good question.
I want you to answer it.
How would I describe a best friend? I would say somebody who knows you and loves you and sees you for everything that you actually are, and not any of your walls, or kind of like your performative, what you put on, for the world, whether it's, to get through the day or whatever. I would say someone who's extremely loyal and has your back no matter what, and will say the hard things and tell you the hard things even when you don't want to hear it.
Mm-hmm. And so,
I mean, in that case, yeah, you're right. But like, have we had a lot of fun times lately? Like, no, I feel like we're just in the thick of it, and
Yeah.
like, no, we don't have a lot of fun together right now.
but at the end of the day, I mean, is there someone else you would rather turn to talk about like how crazy your kids were today, or the funny thing that they said, or like,
You're right. There are things that I'm like, I can't wait to tell Andy this. But like, am I going to like giggle in my PJs with him? Like, no, probably not. Oh. Do you giggle in your PJs with Caldwell? Yeah. Of course you do.
in my velour. I also have, which Colin got me for winter break because he wanted me to be cozy, so he got me like something like this, but it's olive green.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, if we only would have known, you could have worn that tonight. We could have added to our velour collection here.
Hey, I'll be on anytime. I'll bring my velour anytime.
We'll have you another time for
Yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Okay.
Maybe
Belle,
call in too.
that was like an intense question from your end to me.
Oh, really?
I'm just not used to getting questions.
Oh, I love this.
That was a good question.
That's, I'm just, you don't have to put this in there, but I also ask my therapist questions, and he's always like, what are you doing? I'm like, I can't ask a question? I can also ask questions.
What kind of questions do you ask your therapist back?
Oh, gosh. I asked him, like, oh, man, our last session, I was like, how are you doing, really? Because he looked drained, and he's like, honestly, I'm a little tapped out right now. And I'm like, thank you for being honest with me. Tell me more about that. And then I actually offered to end our session early so he could go take a nap. And but his take on it was that he's like, I feel like you're being, you got a little closed off after that last, the last topic. And I was like, can I tell you why? Actually, I did that. And he was like, why? I'm like, because I just want to take care of you. I feel like you need a nap. And he was like, he had no idea how to respond to it. And he was like, oh, okay. And I'm like, yeah, you gotta take care of you too.
You're therapizing your
therapist. I have too many, well, not too many, but I have a lot of close friends who are therapists. So, like read a little bit off of,
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you weren't a teacher and you could have any other job in the world, but you had to work.
Yeah.
What job would you have?
Full-time musician.
Oh, Della, that was a silly question.
It's okay. But
I actually love that you have started pursuing that passion again after like a short hiatus because of life.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah. I've been kind of like a lifelong musician, but usually historically with a group or like the background, I played cello for a band, or I've just sung on a couple projects here and there, but I've been like writing my own stuff the whole time. And then I finally started performing on my own. It really wasn't even that long ago. It was like 2022, like 2022. And I've just kind of, I've made a lot of friends along the way. I joined a couple like songwriting groups, and I'm having a blast. It's so good. Yeah.
That's awesome. And you have like gigs, like you go places.
Yeah.
And they pay you money to like do what you love.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever pursue it full time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what would need to happen for you to do that?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. I like try to get a pulse. I mean, I haven't, but I'm like taking a little bit of a pause right now from music, but I have tried to kind of like glean what other full-time artists do and like how they make that happen. I know they're super, super busy and touring a lot. And I think that would be something that I would need to kind of come to terms with, is just the travel aspect of it all. But, or potential. I guess I don't know if that's even something everybody does. I don't know. What do musicians do?
I don't know.
Nowadays?
You tell me.
I honestly don't. If you're full-time,
you have to tour, right? You have to tour, and
you have to tour.
You have to put it. You have to be making music, like
there's like
where you write
promotional-
songs, right?
Yeah.
So you would have to write songs. I think you need help doing that, right? People putting together like the music and everything, like, or would you do everything? Don't you need to like, you like write a song and then you go to a studio and you
record it and then somebody masters it, or mixes it and masters it, So I would need to do that, but I mean, I guess not, but I will say recently I joined a songwriting group. That's cool. And every 2 weeks somebody puts out a prompt, and it can be so random, like super, super random. And
for example,
Hairpin was one of the most recent ones. Pine Cone was another one.
Love it.
And my style has been like, don't think about it for 2 weeks, and then the day that it's due, come up with a song. And I've actually been pretty impressed with what I've come up with. So.
I love that.
Yeah.
And apparently, listeners, as a special treat, unbeknownst unbeknownst to
no.
you, she's now going to be performing an original. Just kidding.
You wouldn't dare.
I wouldn't do it.
I have no instrument. I can't.
Acapella.
I should have brought my boombox.
Oh, you should have brought the karaoke box.
I should. That would have been really good.
Well, maybe next time, Belle.
Yeah, next time.
You've been a fabulous guest.
Thanks. You've been an even better host.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
We look comfy as heck.
We do.
We're having a good time. Enjoying your company. We've been friends for how many years now?
Over 20?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
We've been friends for a minute. We've seen each other through a lot.
A lot of stuff.
Ups and downs. And here we are, just chilling.
Chilling in the velour.
In the velour.
It's so soft. So comfy.
Thanks for being a guest again.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
I can't
so
wait to have
lucky.
you on a third time.
Yeah.
Olive green velour next time.
I will bring my velour. Yeah.
And to all of the listeners, thank you for joining today. Please tune in again next week for another insightful conversation. And if you haven't already done so, please be sure to subscribe, rate, and review. See you next time.